Everyone loves chocolate. How about some shower steamers that smell good enough to eat? Stay tuned and I'll show you how. Hi, I'm Sherry, and this is Buddy, top dog of Lucky Dog Creations. Hello, friends. Today I'm going back to the basics, the humble beginning, so to speak. I am going to be making some bath bombs. I am going to be making cacao and vanilla bath bombs. A customer of mine said that she had bought some cocoa lotion that smelled really, really good, and to me it kind of smelled like a brownie. So she wanted to know if I could make her some bath bombs that smelled close to that. So I'm going to give it a try. Let's get started, shall we? Okay, so this recipe is pretty much my basic bath bomb recipe, and I'll include that link down below. The first thing that you're going to need is baking soda. 1 cup of baking soda. And then the next ingredient is a 1/2 cup of citric acid. And citric acid and baking soda, when mixed with the liquid, is what gives the bath bombs the fizzing capability. And then next we're going to do 1/2 cup of Epsom salt. And the last of the dry ingredients is 1/2 cup of cornstarch. And all of these have softening and healing properties for the skin, so you'll feel nice and smooth and refreshed in the bath. So you want to go ahead and mix these dry ingredients thoroughly together, getting out the clumps. And on to the liquid. For the liquid ingredients, you want to add 5 teaspoons of water, which I've already included in this glass, 1 teaspoon of cocoa body oil, 2 teaspoons of essential oil. I'm going to use probably 1 teaspoon of vanilla and 1 teaspoon of cacao. I may only use a 1/2 teaspoon of that because it is pretty strong. And then several drops of soap dye. I am out of my brown soap dye, so I'm going to mix purple and red and see what kind of color it will come out. So 1 teaspoon of the cocoa body oil. Give that a stir, mix that up with the water. And since it's a gel, it's not mixing as well as if it would have been just like vitamin E oil is what I usually use in my basic bath bomb recipe. But we added this cocoa body oil because to give it a little bit more cocoa smell. It does smell good already. And I'm going to start with a 1/2 teaspoon of the cacao oil. It's kind of expensive, so I got just a small bottle. It smells like dark chocolate. Now, cacao oil is an antioxidant. It has healthy omega-6 fatty acids in it for the skin soothing rejuvenation. Cocoa butter gel oil. It will not leave the water feeling greasy, but it will absorb into your skin and make it feel smooth. Okay. And this might give it a nice color. I may not have to add the soap dyes to it. That will be nice because I would like it to be a brown color. Look at that. That is a very pretty brown. It'll be lighter because it's got to be in that whole big old dry mix there. And then we're going to do a teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm making a mess. And get a little bit more. And give that a stir. It smells more vanilla than cocoa. So I'm going to add some more cacao. And for the next part, this is very important. You need to add the liquid ingredients to the dry ingredients, but you want to do it very slowly so as not to activate the fizz too soon. So I have my whisk, and we'll just add a little bit and then stir. And a little bit and stir. And I forgot to mention that the vanilla that we added in there has anti-aging properties. It's an antioxidant, and it prevents and reverses skin damage caused by free radicals. I've almost got this all mixed up, and then we'll check and see if it is the consistency of damp sand. Now, if it is still too dry, you can take a water bottle and spritz water a little bit at a time. You don't want to have it too wet or it will not form in the molds. I'm going to be using silicone molds, which is a little bit more forgiving. But if that's too wet, then just add a little bit more baking soda. But you just want to make sure that you're careful so you don't have to keep adding water and baking soda until you have a super big batch. All right, got the last of it in there. Okay, so we'll go ahead and mix that up and then see if we have the consistency of damp sand. And we do. See how it sticks together in a clump? So what we're going to do is we're going to put it in our mold. Now I chose this silicone mold because it's a donut shape. What fitting way to have a bath bomb or a shower steamer shape of a donut that smells like chocolate. So you just go ahead and put it in there and pat it down. And you fill it clear up to the top. Now with silicone molds, you want them to dry for about 24 hours. Anywhere between 12 and 24 hours, just check and see how hard it is. If you wait too long, it makes it harder to get out of the mold. But if you take it off too soon, then they won't stick together. So I'll continue to do this and show you how many we made. Okay, it made 4 shower discs and 6 of the donut shaped one. So we'll go ahead and let them dry anywhere between 12 and 24 hours, and I'll be back and show you how well they turned out. It's been 24 hours and we'll go ahead and see how well they've dried. They did not turn a brown color, but I still think it's going to be better than if I would have mixed purple and red. And it just popped out, and there you have it. I'll go ahead and shrink wrap them, and then we'll go ahead and see how well they work in the water. And here are the finished products. And we'll go ahead and open one up and put it in water and see how well it foams. Now it's not very colorful. It's like a very light sandy beach color, so you may not be able to see it too well. Hopefully it'll foam really good so you can see the foam at least. Here goes. And looky there, boy, it really foamed really well. I think the cocoa butter oil gel really helped that. If you like this video, please subscribe. Hit the bell so you can get notices of my future videos. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Comments and suggestions are always welcome. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.